centre. It does look as if they've got an impressive line-up in both the 250, 350, and indeed I say both. Let's look at the 500 as well. Stuart Williams, Mike Dowling, Mark Chesel, a tremendous line-up. So I think every single competition, or indeed every single discipline, is going to be very hard fought for. Well, as all the noisy solos have disappeared, we now move on to a lot of the sidecar class. Some were anxious to get back to the pits. I mentioned to you earlier on the 1991 in the centre event. We're looking straight away at the 250cc event. The riders are already coming to the line. If we look down them, you can see a tremendous lineup of 250 riders. Mark Wadsworth goes for the Midland Centre. John Dormer goes for the South Eastern Centre. Rob Vincent for the Wessex Centre. Kevin Lancaster for the Eastern. Terry Howe for the South Midland. Mike Bowden for the South Western, and Ian Rutter for the Cheshire Centre. Where would you put your money on the first race of the afternoon? You've got, of course, the 10 times British champion Mark Wadsworth going in this one, but always very close to him, seems to clean up all the 250 races in the Kent area, shall we say, the southeastern part of the country. John Dormer, Rob Vincent, a brilliant 250 rider. Kevin Lancaster, well, he's always there, isn't he, in the tips. Ian Rutter, Mike Bowden and Terry Howe. Well, what a tremendous lineup we've got for the first race of the afternoon. Some of the best 250s we've got in the country at the moment, and they get underway, screaming down that back straight. And it is, of course, 10 times British champion Mark Wadsworth that gets into that first corner exactly where he wants to be, right up there in front. But John Dormer has gone wide, and it's John Dormer, the yellow letters, who holds second place at the moment. Ian Rutter, as I expected, would be up there as well. He's in third place. So the 1, 2, 3 is at the moment Mark Wadsworth for the Midland Centre, leading the Southeastern Centre in the hands of John Dormer in second place. Third place is with Cheshire at the moment with Ian Rutter, and it's those front three that I think we'll keep an eye on, because Wadsworth has not got it all his own way. John Dormer will be pushing him all the way to the finishing line. John Dormer still there in second place, looks to be comfortable in front of Ian Rutter, but he's still going after the back wheel of Mark Wadsworth. Into that bottom corner they go for the third time. And Wadsworth it is that leads going into the last lap of the first race of the afternoon. It's going to be maximum points for the Midland Centre to start their campaign. Well, we thought it possibly would be a scrap between these two centres, that's the Midland and South Eastern. And if this is any way to start the programme off, it is Wadsworth who looks in very determined form. He comes round off that bottom corner, comes to take the first checker flag of the afternoon. A good win for Mark Wadsworth. He sends the Midlands off with a flyer. John Dormer gets second for the South Eastern, and Ian Rutter getting some good points for Cheshire Centre, finishing in third spot. Just to get all those, we've quickly got race 2 on the line, and one change that we've been informed of for race 2 is number 31 takes the place of number 29. So no Jason Stout in race 2. And I've also informed that South Eastern Centre will be making a change as well. South Eastern Centre don't have Richie Knight going this one. It is Terry Giles that's out there for the Eastern Centre. So the second of the 250s get underway. And it is that replacement that gets into the lead. Carl Wilkes it is, number 31, that goes into the lead for the Midland Centre. That's number 31. He's taking the rides of number 29, Jason Stout. Jason not with us this afternoon, but a very able replacement indeed in the hands of number 31, Carl Wilkes. He leads from in second place, two riders very, very close together. Number 47 is the replacement again, Terry Giles, taking the rides of Richie Knight. He looks to have got that second place now as they go down the back straight. But into the top corner we go for the third time, and as they come round past up, it's going to be quickly the last lap flag, but going very, very well is Carl Wilkes. Into second goes number 104, Steve Duran. Cheshire doing very well once again with another third place at the moment. Replacement Terry Giles in third place for the South Eastern Centre. That checker flag goes for race 2, and it is a good win for the replacement in the Midland Centre's team. Taking the place of Jason Stout was number 31, of course, Carl Wilkes. So I've managed to get through to race race 3, and no changes that we're aware of in this one, but I'll quickly mention our race sponsors here, Mr. and Mrs. M. Robbins. Thanks very much indeed for the sponsorship of race 3. Looking at the top there, I did of course miss the sponsor of race 1, Nigel Prynne. Told he used to in fact ride Grasstrack as well, so thanks for that, Nigel. Obviously, so we stick with the 250s. At the moment it is the Midland Centre that's dominating the 250s as we perhaps expected them to, but it could all change in race 3. We've represented them, we've got number 30, Jeff Thomas. Graham Thomas, I apologise, but looking for that blue colour there of number 46, and indeed from the Southeastern Centre, Dean Camier. Dean coming through the 250s very, very well, and indeed looks to be representing the Southeastern well at the moment, who've been putting in some good results. They've had a second and a third, so Dean doing well to stay out in front at the moment. Perhaps get them a first place as well. Graham Thomas for the Midland Centre, right up there in second place. That's the amber and red colours of the Midland Centre, and well, we looked on paper and said they had a very impressive side. The way they're going at the moment, it's going to take a lot to beat this Midland 250 team. They're holding second at the moment in this race, but it's challenging for first place. It's getting closer. They come across the line. One more lap to go in race 3. Graham Thomas it is that's fighting out for the Midland Centre. Dean Camier is number 46, still just holding the lead from Graham Thomas. But it could all change on this last bend. This is where Graham has been a bit quicker on this last bend. It's the exit of the bend you've got to watch for. Graham Thomas gets a brilliant tight line again, goes for that inside line. That was close to the line, and it looks as if indeed it was just the Southeastern Centre that hung on. Dean Camier taking first place for the Southeastern Centre. Graham Thomas for the Midland Centre, keeping up their good results for this 250 campaign. No 500 sidecars unfortunately, so we go over the page, and it is of course the 350s that we move into now as they come screaming down that first straight. Our lap scorer is struggling to see some of these numbers, I think, as indeed I am, but I'm not going to worry about that because I should be able to pick up some of the riders. There is a replacement here for number 32. Wayne Broadhurst not unfortunately here this afternoon. His place taken by the reserve number 35, Andy Wickham. So let's quickly look and see if we can identify some of them as they come round. Of course we've stepped up classes and quite different centres moving into the 350 class. It is a... Well, I think they're doing this to confuse me, but that looks like a rider we haven't got listed in the list of riders. Dave Mears for the Southeastern Centre coming out. I can only assume that he's taking the place of Jonathan Duke. Oh, my apologies, that is of course Jonathan Duke is right. Well, I knew this was going to get confusing this afternoon, but I didn't think it would start this early. Jonathan Duke it is that leads for the Southeastern Centre. Now watching to see them come round, looking for Hardy Jacobs, number 14, to try and close as they cross the line. Dave Morris in third place there for the Cheshire Centre.
You get 30.
Well, indeed, I do apologise. There's been a little bit of confusion on the result there. I know that some of the riders, if I can plead to you, the lap scorers are having problems with your numbers. If I can read this one from the top, because I can see the riders are already on the line for race 6. Reading from the top, the positions they finished in race 5 were 8, 5, 1, 7, 2, 6, 4 and 3. We're underway with 2 of the 350s in race 6 in the programme. Going away in white there for the Eastern Centre, that's Steve Carter, number 15 this afternoon. As we watch to see Steve Carter start his campaign going down that back straight. Quick remind you, it was the Southeastern Centre in the hands of Jonathan Duke that won the first race. Number 15, Stevie Carter for the Eastern Centre leads at the moment. Phil Alderman representing Cheshire, so Cheshire third spot, but looks as if he's going to lose that as we go around that top corner. You can see the blue bib of... looking exactly to see who that rider is as they come round, but the checkered flag's already gone. This is going to be fast and good this afternoon. They can see that in the eastern centre it was Stevie Carter that picked up a win in racing. I'm adopting that. I'm being threatened already, I don't like it. And that's only by my lap scorers. Away we go with race 7 in your programme. It's the 350s that we stay with. One change I've been informed of is Rob Fortune takes the place of Will Cooper. So that's representing the East Midland Centre. Let's pick them up as they come round because it's fast and furious in the 350. It is riding in blue. You can see going very, very well indeed. Keith Potts, number 50. So Keith Potts starting well for the southeastern centre. Streaks down that back straight. This looks to be a very, very quick ride for a very quick 350 machine. Under pressure though as they come round past me for the second time. Ricky Charver for the East Midlands it is, just holding seconds. A bit of a gap back to third, fourth and fifth. And indeed some strong racing going on for that third place. As we look to the far side, it is indeed leading in blue. Keith Potts for the southeastern centre. He comes round off that top corner. Under pressure still low from rider number 28 on his inside. He's riding in the red of course for the East Midlands centre of Fortune. Again, that race is right at the front there. That's getting very, very close between those two as they come round off that top corner. It's the checkered flag this time for them as they come by us. It's going to be close to the line, but just hanging on to it and doing well on the last bend there. In red is number 28, Rob Fortune. CC Sidecars. Number 66 is now in the hands of John Hiscock and Shane Lapham. I can quickly sort my paperwork out. John Hiscock and Shane Lapham ride number 66 in place of Roger Meester and Steve Bailey. And also for the Southwestern Centre, no Andy Sogan, Lance Pascal. So riding number 90 is Chris Hathaway and Jeff Knight. We get underway with the first of the sidecar races and streaking into the lead from the line. He's riding number 58 this afternoon. Last year's winners Rob Wilson and Vince Jones of the Southeastern Centre. So they start their campaign running once again. As you can see, it's tough battle there for second place. John Hiscock indeed fighting to get through on the inside for second for the Southern Centre. So a good fight this from John Hiscock and Shane Lapham, but it looks like the pressure's going to be on him as he comes down. It is outfit number 40, of course, for the Midland Centre, Mark Wells and Kevin Jarvis. Fighting with the outfit every inch of the way, but putting John Hiscock under a lot of pressure as they go up that back straight. Rob Wilson and Vince Jones have got away from it though as they go around that top bend near the pits of course and down past us for the second time. Look to have a comfortable lead over John Hiscock and Shane Lapham. They're riding of course for the Southern Centre. The Midland Centre team, Mark Wells and Kevin Jarvis, looking very strong this afternoon. They hold third place. Bit of a battle going on for that fourth place. You can see two outfits desperately fighting for those points in fourth. Well, indeed, you could throw a blanket over both those two as they got the back straight together. But as we look to see the last of that flag go, it is Rob Wilson and Vince Jones that go past me. Setting the campaign running for the Southeastern Centre. Southern Centre in the hands of John Hiscock and Shane Lapham still holding second. Well, indeed, I thought that was a hard fought fourth place. I can now see that it is Ken Hicks and John Peters for the Cornwall Centre that are fighting desperately and holding on to that fourth place. But as we look to the pits corner and see the checkered flag go over the first of the sidecars, it is Rob Wilson and Vince Jones that take it. John Hiscock and Shane Lapham take second. In third place, Mark Wells and Kevin Jarvis. And fourth place, hanging on to it there for the Cornwall Centre, Ken Hicks and John Peters team. But who's going for the Southeastern Centre? That's got to be interesting to watch. And I think we had some number changes here, didn't we? No Rob Cameron, so indeed he won't be going. Riding number 59 is... Well, I'm going to pick that one up as we go through, because I think we've had a change there. So as we get underway with the second of the sidecars, it is indeed Nevill Penfold that's riding in this one. He goes for the Southeastern Centre. Couldn't check that name, I'll do that as they come round. Ivan Matthews giving him a hard time though as they go up that back straight. Ivan Matthews and Mike Dowles go into the lead into this pit bend. A good ride this from Ivan Matthews. Gets it sorted out on the exit of the bend, holds a brilliant tight line. There's no way that Nevill Penfold's going to come through there. Nevill indeed riding 59 as he should do in the programme. No, I couldn't change my programme, so I made that mistake again. And as we look to that top corner, Nevill Penfold fighting every inch of the way. He knows that Robbie Wilson has started their campaign well. They're trying to get in on the scene. Here's Ivan Matthews. You remember, of course, that Mark Wadsworth and Kevin Jarvis joined the Midland team. The last sidecar race we saw, they, of course, finished in third place. So this looks good point scoring for the Midland team. Ivan Matthews and Mike Dowles looking comfortable in the lead at the moment. Nevill Penfold and John Mitt still there in second. Cornwall Centre holding third at the moment in the hands of Chris Tyrrell and Alan Ballhace. That's outfit number 6. You can see the very distinctive black leathers. Pete Dyer not having a happy time at the back at the moment for the Southern Centre. But as we look to the front, it's just one more corner to negotiate for Ivan Matthews and Mike Dowles. They come round and take the checkered flag. That's good point scoring for the Midland Centre. Nevill Penfold and John Minton get second. Chris Tyrrell and Alan Ballhace get third, and Phil Ashcroft. They're two very impressive lineups. As I say, you never know. With any one of the other centres, might be able to put the cat amongst the pigeon. Ricky Scarborough and Bob Fortune got a lot of work to do for the East Midland Centre. They're riding in at least 2 classes together. Chris Phillips starting to get things going. But we get underway with race 10. It's heat 1 of the 500, and that's a much better start for Will James this time. He goes into the lead as they go into that first corner. Look for Stuart Williams though. He goes right the way around the outside. He loves riding a wide line. He's right on the outside flag, but it's Will James that gets away. Stuart Williams is up there in second. Peter Lloyd up there in third place for the Midland Centre. So Midland's putting the pressure on in third spot. Stuart Williams having to fight for it this time as he goes down the back straight chasing after Will James. The Cornish Centre setting the pace going into 500 cars as Peter Lloyd looks to go around the outside of Stuart Williams. Stuart Williams still there in second at the moment. Peter Lloyd still there in third, trying desperately to close the gap. Colin White is number 18, who's back in fourth, and he's desperately trying to close that gap on those front 3, but they really are motoring as they come round past us. Already they're taking the last lap flag. It's Cornwall that's setting the pace in the hands of Will James. Stuart Williams still there in second, going well, and again looking for that outside line to try and get some advantage as he gets into the back straight. Peter Lloyd not having an answer to any of those front 2. That gap has got slightly bigger as the race has gone on. But it's Will James that's going to take victory in his first ride. Will James takes the checkered flag. That'll please the Cornish crowd. In second place, Stuart Williams finishes. And in third place, Peter Lloyd. Colin White finishes in fourth. And that looked to me like Paul Hurry crossed the line in fifth. So away we go with the second heat of the 500cc class, and as we look across that far side, you can see the Midlands look to be showing well again because Gary Lloyd has got himself to the front. Oh, looking to see them come off that first bend. Gary Lobb is up there as well. And Alan Farmer though is on the outside. So looking for them in the white bib there and the black leathers is Alan Farmer. Gary Lobb is up now in the second place. Gary Lloyd was in third, but that indeed just has been passed as they go down that back straight. So Cornwall showing well, but I mentioned that Alan Farmer might put the cat amongst the pigeons for the Eastern Centre. He indeed has got the lead at the moment, but Gary Lobb has gone after him. It's close between those two as they go into that pit lane. Gary Lobb indeed has moved through, so a great ride from Gary Lobb. He indeed moves into the front. Alan Farmer head down goes after him. Gary Lloyd still leading that gaggle of riders back there in third spot. He's holding a good position, of course, for the Midland Centre. Third is good point scoring with the Cornwall Centre. Looking very determined in this 500 class. Gary Lobb holds the front. Maximum points, of course, if he stays where he is at the moment. Will James, he knows, has finished first in his ride. This is the second ride for the Cornwall Centre in the 500 class. It's Gary Lobb that leads. They say he leads. He takes the second flag. Gary Lobb wins. Alan Palmer gets second. Bill Alderman to get in third spot across the line. And it was indeed a fourth spot for Gary Lloyd.
No.
No, it's number 7.
Well, away we go with race 12, and it is heat 3 of the 500. So very well the Cornish riders are going. See if we look for Darren Matthews this time perhaps, but at the moment, getting away from them is number 28, Rob Fortune for the East Midlands. And Rob Fortune, of course, you've seen out here once already. Going so very well. Looking to see the rest of the riders as they come round. Rob Fortune in the lead. Neil Scopes is up there in second. There's been a lot of changing going on for that second place. You can see that Neil Scopes has now got it. Quite easy to spot the white bib of Neil Scopes as they come round that top corner once again. Oh, Rob Fortune looking over his shoulder, looking for the rest of the riders, wondering why there's no challenge. Neil Scopes has got that third place quite comfortably. Now Darren Matthews is up there in third spot. So looking to get some good point scoring here, Darren Matthews, but under pressure going down that back straight as things start to close up. There's close because Darren Matthews has not put it all his own way. Rob Fortune still leading the East Midlands as they come past up. Neil Scopes still holding second. And it is indeed Phil Ashcroft for the Midland that's crossed the line there in what possibly was third place. I'll wait to see what the lap scorers make of that one. Well, and amongst all the other little things that I've got to do, I've been told, can I give an official warning on behalf of the clerk of the course to rider number 38. Rider number 38, Phil Ashcroft, you've been warned for course cutting. Over the page we go, we're already underway with the sidecars. You can see them all storming into that first corner. Let's change it, there's problems with Dave Phillips on the far side. So Dave Phillips had a great start there, but there's problems there, you can see. Coasting to a hole. It means that Royce Bradbury takes over for the Southern Centre. Royce Bradbury and Ken Bradbury is the lead at the moment in green. They replace John Hiscock and Kevin Lapham in this one. That is definitely number 68 in your programme. It is Royce Ken Bradbury. They lead, but it's getting close to that second place, as you can see. Ian McCauley on the far side, going a long way around, riding number 92. Number 60 is not by Cameron and Randall. No, they are riding number 60, but they're representing the last year's winners, the Southeastern Centre. That's Mike Cameron and Paul Randall holding a good second place now. They've shrugged off the challenge from Ian McCauley. A win and a checkered flag, first time out for Roy and Ken Bradbury, so they're going well for the Southern Centre. Roy's pleased with that one. Mike Cameron and Paul Randall gets second. Ian and Ricky McCauley gets third place. 11 race 4. Oh, indeed, I know our point scorers are well and truly on top of the situation, but I do apologise to those of you that have tried to do the points yourselves. You'll notice that the point system is one where it's lowest points for finishing first, as per their finishing results. And I apologise if I've been describing zeros for the non-finishers. That isn't strictly true. So I'm going to leave that to the lap scorers, but I think you understand what I mean. I hope you do. We're underway. Let's stick with the racing because we've got Ivan Matthews out once again. He indeed dives in that first corner. It looks like Ken Hicks has gone after him in second. Well, probably for Ken Hicks perhaps. He's starting to close going down that back straight as it's starting to change as they go into that pit bend. But Ivan Matthews definitely getting away from them. He's riding for the Midland Centre course. We've seen him out once before. As indeed, Ken Hicks has been out before. So Ken fighting his way through. That looks indeed like a replacement for number 58 from Wilson. In second place is Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock. So we're picking that up as the numbers come round again, but that definitely is Jerry Adams and Sean Pittock. So they've come out in place of Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. Representing the Southeastern Centre. It must be the change that they've made, ensuring that the reserves get it right. Still holding third. John Hiscock back in fourth place at the moment. But as we look to the front, a very impressive ride from Ivan Matthews and Mike Dells as John Hiscock looks to go around the outside of Ken Hicks, so it could all change on the last lap. One more lap to go. John Hiscock fighting his way through, desperately trying to get around the outside of Ken Hicks as they close again, going into that top corner. That's close for that second, third, fourth place. Anything can happen on the last bend. John Hiscock again goes around the outside, going up that back straight, so Ken Hicks back in fourth place as John Hiscock gets into the third. Ivan Matthews takes it, but we're all anxiously watching what happens on this last corner because you can see Jerry Adams has hung on to it. John Hiscock finishes in third. What a great ride that was from John Hiscock. Very unfortunate of the course for Ken Hicks. It means that he ends up with a fourth place. Shane Lapham. It should mean you've got a 4, a 1, a 2, and a 3, and no finishing place for the starters because of their mechanical problems. We move back to the 250s and making it relatively easy for me. Mark Wadsworth, who had a win first time out, leads once again as he goes into his second ride. So as we look to see who's representing what centre, it's Mark Wadsworth that represents the Midland, who really do look a bit unstoppable in this 250 class. Mark Wadsworth it is that's leading and he's riding number 24 this afternoon. Anxiously looking down at his machine is number 104, that is of course in the 250 class, Steve Duran. He's riding for the Cheshire class, or class, centre I should say, not class. Well indeed, as I was watching Mark Wadsworth there for a few moments, I can see that we almost had a change in that second place because going well is Richie Smith for the Eastern Centre. Richard Smith right up fighting for that second place. You can see them almost locked together in second as they go down that back straight. Oh, a tremendous ride this from Richard Smith. He's putting a lot of pressure on Steve Duran. The checker flag goes to Wadsworth, and it is indeed number 10 Richard Smith that gets the best of that fight for second place. Steve Duran finishing in third spot. 2, 5, 7 and 3. So away we go, staying with the 250cc's, and Jason Stott, not of course in this one, his place being taken by Carl Wilkes, but you might remember, back to that first round we had, it was Carl Wilkes that picked up a win, and it is indeed Carl that goes away once again. So the Midland Centre looking very, very impressive. You might have said this morning without Jason Stott, they might have been under a little bit of pressure, but it just shows how strong they are in depth. Carl Wilkes comes in place of Jason Stott and leads this one. He indeed had a win first time out, so he'll be looking to repeat that again, as indeed he's seen Mark Wadsworth do. Looks over his shoulder. The challenge is coming from Ian Rutter. Kevin Lancaster is up there in third spot, but it is indeed Ian Rutter that's got the work to do from the Cheshire Centre. They've been scoring well, of course, the Cheshire Centre. Once again, as we look to that top corner, Ian Rutter dives to the inside, so is this going to be the challenge on the last lap? Again, you can see that Carl Wilkes looks over his shoulder. He knows that Ian Rutter is there. These two have met nationally quite a few times, so they know exactly what each other are capable of. Kevin Lancaster then also back in third place, trying to hang on to the point. But this is going to be a close finish between Ian Rutter and Carl Wilkes. Carl Wilkes just gets it. A good ride there from Carl Wilkes. Ian Rutter finishing in second. Kevin Lancaster crosses the line in third spot. So So is anybody going to be able to stop this Midland centre? Mark Wadsworth, 2 wins under his belt. Carl Wilkes with 2 wins under his belt as well. It really is going to take something to stop them winning this 250. Page, looking at all the adverts as we go. And adverts, look at those fabulous colour photographs as we go through. Can I attempt to guess where they were taken? No, I better not. As I enjoy the photographs, I go over the page and look at 3 more adverts, of course, people that have put money into the meeting and made it all possible. But of course, staying with the 250s, it's the last of the heats in this particular group of rides. And look at number 44, that indeed is John Dormer. John Dormer goes through, leading at the moment. You might remember he had a great struggle in his first ride with Mark Wadsworth. As we go down that back straight, it doesn't look as if he's going to have any problems this time. John Dormer leads for Southeastern Centre, so picking up good points for them. No pressure at the moment, but if there's going to be any, it's going to come from Stephen Laird. Graham Thomas still there in 3rd place, so again you might think that the Midland Centre not right at the front, but Graham Thomas rides for the Midland Centre. He's number 30, he's back there in 3rd place at the moment. We look to see them come round. It is John Dormer. Number 44 lead. 105 is Stuart Laird. 30, Graham Thomas, still there in 3rd place. No change to talk of at the moment, but indeed, if they stay as they are, it means there's going to be some very good points for the Midland Centre once again in that 3rd spot. Checker flag's there for them this time. That's John Dormer's first checker flag this afternoon. In 2nd place, going to him, Stuart Laird. 3rd place finishes to Graham Thomas. Stephen Sinet picks up 4th place for the Eastern Centre. I'm sorry to tell you, that's race 18, completely scrubbed. Moving on then to race 19, we move into the 350cc. I'm sure there's going to be a few changes in this one, but I'll try and pick them up for you as they come round. Away we go then with the 350s, and quickly looking down my list of riders. Kevin Potts, possibly we might be looking for Keith Potts, I apologise. See whether we can recognise any of those. It is number 15, Steve Carter. Keith Potts is up there in 2nd, but it is Steve Carter that leads for the Eastern Centre at the moment. Going down that back straight, you can see there's a lot of fighting going on for that 3rd place. Keith Potts, as I mentioned, of the Southeastern Centre was going to be up there. He's holding 2nd at the moment. Round that top corner they come for the 2nd time. A good lead this for Steve Carter. Not forgetting, of course, the Cheshire Centre. They're in the hands of Phil Alderman this time. He's up in 3rd place. A good ride this from Phil Alderman. So indeed the Cheshire Centre is perhaps starting to put pressure on the Midland Centre. Maybe asking an awful lot with the impressive team that the Midland has got. But as we look to the 350 car, Steve Carter going very well at the moment. And as we watch them go down that back straight, that's a very, very quick 350 machine that Steve Carter rides. Coming to the checker flag this time, it's going to be another win for him. He takes it. Keith Potts gets 2nd. Phil Alderman gets 3rd. Jason Hickman crosses the line in 4th. Ricky Scarborough's been busy this afternoon. Mike Beaumont definitely came out in the first one. Jonathan Duke had a win first time out, looking perhaps for... don't know whether Alan Farmer is taking part in the 350 competition. He didn't come out first time, but he might have got things sorted. Smoke coming from somebody's machine. That looks like it is indeed Alan Farmer's machine. Well, that's going to cause confusion because Jonathan Duke leading once again. That's number 48, but I think that was indeed number 16, Alan Farmer. He has got his books sorted out for that 350. He is in 2nd place, number 16. 34 is Mike Beaumont, so Mike's right up there again. Not doing so much Grasstrack now, Mike Beaumont, but always a great competitor, and he'll be out there trying every inch of the way. stopping. This is Jonathan Duke at the moment, representing the southeastern centre, going well. To say that, Ricky Scarborough has now dived up the inside. Oh, indeed, as we look across that far side, there's certainly been some changes as Ricky Scarborough has been fighting his way through in a second. Looking for them coming off this top end. You can see he's starting to get close again, and is Scarborough going to go for the lead? Oh. Just as they got to the line, it looked as if Ricky Scarborough had just done enough. Alan Farmer finishing in third place.
I've got a garage in there. He lives out your jacket, not for the jacket.
Moving into race 21, we're staying with the 350s of course, and the replacement for Will Cooper, representing the East Midland, is that Rob Fortune comes in. Rob's riding number 28 for the East Midland Centre. Also, there's a change there. We know that Wayne Broadhurst isn't here. We know that Andy Wickham's taking his place, riding 35, but I'll look for that one as he comes round. And then as we look to watch them go past us, indeed it was number 28, Rob Fortune, that leads. So Rob Fortune leading from in second place. That looked to me like Martin Jacobs was up there. I do believe that is Martin Jacobs holding second in the putting. Rob Fortune under pressure. Oh, looking for Andy Wickham perhaps, but he's not showing at the moment. It is Martin Jacobs, number 49, Dave Mears. Oh, it is Andy Wickham moving into fourth place with his head down, going around that pit bend, looking to close up, but I think our eyes have got to stay with those front two because he's getting very, very close at the front. Rob Fortune hasn't got it all his own way. He still leads at the moment, but under a lot of pressure from Martin Jacobs. This really is a brilliant ride from Martin Jacobs. Dave Mears is still there in third place, and Andy Wickham fourth, but there goes Martin Jacobs again. He's been forced to go for that outside line all the way round. A brilliant ride from Rob Fortune, making sure that Martin Jacobs has got to go the long way round if he's going to attempt to go round him. But a mistake there from Fortune, and it could be that Jacobs has got it. He comes to the line and takes it. A brilliant ride that. I've got to say it looked as if it was a mistake from Rob Fortune on that last corner. But a good ride from Martin Jacobs. He pushed Rob Fortune all the way and got there to the checkered, got themselves to the start line for race 22. One or two changes to your programme. Number 6, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlase go for Cornwall. Leonard Ray Foreman go for the Midlands, but number 59, Jerry Adams, goes for the Southeastern Centre, not Rob Cameron. Roy and Ken Spreadbury go in place of John Hiscock and Shane Lapham. Those are the changes they gave you earlier on in the day, and that's riding number 68. Chris Hathaway rides as number 90, you'll remember, in place of Andy Sugg and Lance Maskell. So away we go then with the start of the second half. As we look to the front, it is Nevill Penfold that goes into the lead. He obviously is riding as number 59. I quickly missed that one. I thought that Jerry Adams was coming at 59. Nevill Penfold riding number 59. Let's follow it for Nevill Penfold on the far side. John Mitton puts his hand in the air and allows Dave Phillips to go through. Why did I say Dave Phillips? Of course it is number 6, Chris Tyrrell, that's leading from John, Roy and Ken Spreadbury. There's a good scrap at the front of this one between Cornwall and the Southern Centre. Roy and Ken Spreadbury go around the outside. They will go down that bank straight just in front of Chris Tyrrell. But Chris Tyrrell is not going to give up on his home circuit because you can see he's biting every inch of the way. Comes through on the inside. It's close between these two. There's not an inch between them. Roy and Ken Spreadbury come past us, just leading from Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlase. Again, it gets close on that top corner. Roy trying to take the racing line from Chris Tyrrell, as I see that Nevill Penfold allowing them all to go through on the inside. He, of course, will coast round and pick up the last place because that could be important in terms of points. One more lap to go, but Roy and Ken Spreadbury ride a brilliant ride. Chris Tyrrell ducking his head down to avoid what's coming off the back wheel of Roy Spreadbury. Again, he gets close in that top corner. Go up the back straight, and it looks as if the Southern Centre are going to pick up some good points again in this take the checkered flag. Roy and Ken Threadbury take it. Chris Terrell and Alan Borlace get second. Phil Pittman, of course, the replacement. My apologies, Chris Hathaway, number 90, and Jeff Knight. They take third place. Disappointing start to the day for Pete Dyer, hoping for better things this time. Dave Phillips, you might remember, had a very disappointing first ride with engine problems, pulling out after leading his first race. Mike Wells and Kevin Jarvis, they had a good ride for the Midland Centre first time out, so this one could be interesting as we get underway. It is indeed Pete Dyer that goes to the front, so a much better start for Pete Dyer this time. He dives into the lead as it gets close in that first bend. You can see there's all sorts of things happening on that first bend. Pete Dyer and the Chase Laphook lead at the moment. Things start to change going into that top corner. That looked to me like the Southeastern crew it was that came through in the hands of number 60 in your programme, Mike Cameron and Paul Randall, indeed going round the other side of Pete Dyer. So Mike Cameron takes over the lead of Pete Dyer, still there with him to pick up that back straight. Mike Cameron and Paul Randall for the Southeastern Centre. They indeed will be riding number 60 in place of Nevill Penfold. That of course was a change that goes right the way through the programme. Pete Dyer and Shane Lapp was still there. Again, disappointing for Cornwall team. I've been putting all sorts of lappings on the back of Pete Dyer, but of course it is Tony Bemister that's riding for him this afternoon. One more lap to go for Mike Cameron and Paul Randall to make the Southeastern Centre campaign much stronger. Mike Wells and Kevin Jarvis it is that are holding third place. Mike Barker still there in third place for the Cornish Centre. But as we look to the front, it's going to be the checkered flag this time in race 23 as they come round. Mike Cameron and Paul Randall take another win this afternoon doing the Southeastern Centre campaign, no harm at all. Pete Dyer and Tony Bemister finish in second place. While crossing the line in third is Mike Wells and Kevin Jarvis. So with our eyes on the 500cc competition, we look perhaps for those yellow leathers of Will James as they leave the line as a group of riders together, anxiously watching as they go into that first corner. That does look to be as if Will's got there though as he gets to that first corner, and there's a faller in that first bend, but it looks as if everything's okay. Will James continues on. It is indeed number 51, Paul Hurry, that's gone after him. Oh, the very distinctive pink leathers of Paul Hurry. He's holding just what looks like to be third at the moment, number 51. He goes down the back straight. But it is Will James that everybody's got to chase because he comes round that bottom corner once again, exactly where he wants to be, holding first place. Paul Hurry is still there in third place. On his inside is Phil Alderman. Phil Alderman up in second place and just about closing the gap there on Will James as Will pulled it completely sideways coming out of the top bend. As we see them come round towards us once again, the last lap flag will go for them in race 24. Will James taking some catching, but Phil Alderman is in second place, shrugged off the challenge from Paul Hurry. Neil Scopes still holding fourth, closing on Paul Hurry all the time, so we might possibly see a change in that position. But as we watch them go down the back straight, it really is a question of whether anybody has this Cornish Centre now in the 500 class, as Will James takes it. Phil Alderman gets second. Neil Scopes crosses the line in third. Paul Hurry just losing out there too. Neil Scopes picks up fourth place. Should look. We can quickly move to race 25. And the sponsor this time, Dennis and Kathleen Huddy. Well, a lot of involvement with this meeting. They are a very active part of the SSA, and of course Dennis is up there sorting out riders and officials and everything else today. Kathleen has been in here making sure that everything's all right down this end, so indeed a lot of involvement, also sponsoring races as well. But I know where the eyes are going to be at the moment. They're on the eyes of the man that's in front, because it is Gary Lobb that leads as they come off that first bend. Gary Lobb leads from in second place. Number 36, Peter Lloyd, so Peter Lloyd starting to go well now as we see perhaps a fight for that third place as Kevin Buck was up there in third, going down that back straight, really going well at the moment. Kevin Buck holding third place, but as we look to see them come round on the top end, there's problems for Lobb. He recovers well, but it means that Peter Lloyd has now got that much closer to him. Kevin Buck going well in third place. In fourth place, number 18 is Colin White. Indeed, that's starting to get close for that third, fourth and fifth. As you can see, it's all changing as we go down that back straight. That's where the racing is, because Gary Lobb is definitely sorting it out in the front. Gary Lobb leads as they come off that top end. One more lap to go for him. Peter Lloyd still there in third. Colin White has now got through into third place, but there's no way it's going to be easy for him as they go around that pit bend. One more lap to go. As we watch, Gary Lobb repeats the performance of Will James. Both of them have been out twice. They've now both got wins as Gary Lobb goes wide and Peter Lloyd goes for the inside. Lobb just gets it. Peter Lloyd gets second. Colin White third. Finishing in fourth place is Rob Fortune. B as per the programme, but I'm not going to tempt fate. I feel sure that one of them will come round and find that we've got a reserve in or something like that. But not to worry. Can Darren Matthews keep the campaign of the Cornwall Centre going, because he knows how well his teammates have done. He'll be trying every inch of the way. Gary Loyd out there for the Midland Centre, knows that Peter Lloyd has scored well in his last ride. So he's doing well as they go into that first bend. He's looking to see, I can see Gary Loyd has come through on the inside, but Stuart Williams that is the lead. Alan Farmer is up there with him. Stuart Williams goes into that pit bend for the Wessex Centre, of course. Stuart Williams going well at the moment, down the back straight he goes. Gary Lloyd back in third, Alan Farmer is still there in second. Indeed, a great ride from Stuart Williams. He loves to go wide, and indeed Alan Farmer hasn't got an answer to him at the moment. Looking for that scrap back in the sixth place, anxiously looking for Darren Matthews. I can see he's back in now. Well, he's now fifth place. He was back in sixth, so Darren Matthews desperately fighting every inch of the way, making sure that he doesn't make any silly mistakes. He's making sure that he can get up in those high points. Stuart Williams leads, Alan Farmer second, Gary Lobb third. Ricky Scarborough is in fourth, but Darren Matthews is desperately breathing down his collar. He's trying to catch up and make sure that he doesn't let his teammates down. Of course, Will James and Gary Lobb doing so very well. Darren Matthews is the third member of the team. The checkered flag goes. Stuart Williams takes it. Alan Farmer gets second. Gary Loyd in third. Ricky Scarborough in fourth, and no mistakes there for Darren Matthews, picking up a good fifth place. Well, he got an answer to this Midland Centre in the 250s. Very unofficially, I will say that and quickly quantify it. I've scribbled some points down here. I reckon the Midland Centre on 9 points, and the nearest to them is the South Eastern Centre on 15. Cheshire also on 16, so they're going well in the 250s as well. As we look to race 28, we're looking for Carl Wilkes, number 31. He's right there in front. John Dormer has gone after him, number 44. That is, of course, the replacement for number 29, Jason Stout. No Jason Stout this afternoon. His replacement, Carl Wilkes, who's been doing incredibly well. He knows he's partnering Mark Wadsworth. Indeed, has been riding some brilliant rides. He is right out there in front, and that's no mean task to be in front of John Dormer. John Dormer, a brilliant 250 rider, holding second at the moment. We look to see the rest of the riders come round. John Dormer not having an answer to Carl Wilkes at the moment, but he closes as they go into that top end. He's starting to get close to him, and John Dormer is starting to go around the outside. It's going to be close as they take the last lap flag. One more lap to go. Carl Wilkes on the inside. John Dormer on the outside. Stephen Sinate is in third, but John Dormer goes round the outside and has got his front wheel in front. So as we go down the backside, two riders locked together as they go into that top end. Carl Wilkes for the Midland Centre, of course, who's doing so well in this competition. John Dormer comes right away on the outside. It's going to be close to the line. Carl Wilkes thinks he's got it. John Dormer, well, I think he must have thought he's got it as well. They cross the line almost together as far as I'm concerned. I'll wait to see that confirmed for the lap scorers, but a great 250 ride there from both Carl Wilkes and John Dormer. Fourth place to Rob Vinson as we go down the page. Third place to Stephen Sinate. Fifth place to Jack Walker. Sixth place to Charlie Patterson. As I say, a non-starter there is number 105 Stuart Laird. So, that was close to the line. Well, my little lad straight away said to me, no question about it, it was Carl Wilkes. The lap scorers agreed with him. It was really, honestly, that close on the line. I don't like making decisions like that. I'm glad other people do. First place then to Carl Wilkes, keeping this campaign in the 250s going for the Midland Centre. They really are going to take some catching. Let's see what happens in this one, because Mark Wadsworth goes in this one. He hasn't been beaten yet this afternoon. Very easy to distinguish. You just look for that pink helmet of his, and I'm sure he's going to be somewhere up towards the front. Who's going to try and stop him this time? Kevin Lancaster, perhaps? Steve Duran? And as they go, there goes that pink helmet. He streaks away from them. That really is a very, very quick machine. Everybody else starts to close on him in that first bend, but it is Mark Wadsworth that pulls away. Steve Duran, it is up there at the moment. Kevin Lancaster holding third, but he'll be going after Steve Duran for that second place. Wadsworth still leading as they go down the back straight. This Midland Centre really piling the pressure on. Win after win in the 250 class. And as they come round past, as you can see, Wadsworth totally in control. Steve Duran not having an answer to him, it goes after him. Kevin Lancaster still holding third. Dean Camier up there in fourth place at the moment, but there's a bit of a gap there between third and fourth. As we watch Wadsworth go round and take the last lap flag this time as he comes into that top bend. Kevin Lancaster still looking to close from third to second. Steve Duran still there in second at the moment. No pressure from 95 Will Dowling on Dean Camier, but Dean Camier still holding on to that fourth place as we look to see the checker flag go. Yet another win for Mark Wadsworth in the 250 cars, and yet another win for the Midland Centre. They take the checkered flag. Steve Duran gets second, Kevin Lancaster gets third. So Cheshire's still doing well in the 250. Steve Duran putting in another good result for them. Race 30, and they're already coming around past me. I can see that we've got Cheshire well in contention again in Ian Rutter. Cheshire it is that lead in the hands of Ian Rutter as they went past me, looking perhaps for Graham Thomas. I think that's Graham Thomas in second place at the moment. He, of course, is another one of these Midland Centre riders that really are commanding this 250 class at the moment. And looking for out Sidecar. We're not looking for any Sidecars at all. We're looking for a bike number 30, and that is indeed Graham Thomas in second place. So the Midland Centre going extremely well at the moment. Graham Thomas riding a brilliant ride at the moment, holding second. Look to see them come round once again. Ian Rutter it is that leads for the Cheshire Centre. Richard Smith up there in third place. That's rider number 10. He, of course, is representing the Eastern Centre, going well in third spot at the moment. And as we see the checker flag being made ready for Ian Rutter, it's going to be another win for the Cheshire Centre as Ian Rutter comes off that top corner. Graham Thomas, though, will be pleased with his second place. He gets second. Richard Smith still trying to get every ounce of power out of his machine, gets third place. And indeed, I think we've got to say that this Midland Centre have commanded this 250 championship. So 5 outfits only going in this one. And I'm sure that a very determined John Hiscock will be going in this one, because Southern Centre, following Royce Bredbury's performance, well in contention now for the Sidecar Championship. And look at the effect it's had. John Hiscock leads the start and goes flying into that first bend. Robbie Wilson has gone after him from the Southeastern Centre. He slots in the second place, but it is the Southern Centre that lead at the moment. Chris Miller is in third, but he's getting close to that first place. As we look to see them go into that pit bend, John Hiscock and Shane Lapham lead. Rob Wilson and Vince Jones in second. Past me for the second time, and Rob Wilson pulls the visors away as he goes past it, so obviously the mud is flying in that pit bend. Chris Stewart and Alan Morley come to be holding that third place at the moment. Look to the front, you can Hiscock really has got the bit between his teeth. He starts to pull away from Rob Wilson, but Wilson closes on that pit bend. He's gone for the outside line. He was very, very quick round that pit bend. You can see now he's got the advantage on the outside. John Hiscock has got to get into that corner, into the racing line. He does just that, but Rob Wilson has stayed on the outside and gone a long way round. A brilliant ride from Rob Wilson. An excellent ride. He decided to go the long way round. You can see that John Hiscock was holding some brilliant lines. He fought his way round. He's now got himself back on the racing line. Indeed, Rob Wilson motoring on for the South Eastern Centre. John Hiscock and Shane Lapham still there in second. Bristol still there in third place. Wells and he's been back in fourth place at the moment. Time in after two, Bristol there in third. But look how Robbie Wilson pulled away. Now he's got in front. There really was some brilliant riding from John Hiscock to hold Robbie Wilson back, but now he's got by. You can see there's no stopping him. He takes the checker flag. John Hiscock gets second. Chris Tyrrell gets third place for the Cornwall Centre, and Mike Jarvis crosses the line in fourth place. Anywhere near them after that. On Cheshire are on 20. As I say, very unofficially this is. East Midlands and the Midland on 24 and 25 respectively. But as we look to the 350s, it's possibly going to be a battle between the Southeastern and the Eastern Centre as we get underway with race 32 to go into that first bend. Looking to see who it is, and it's number 50 in your programme. So that's Keith Potts, who's had a brilliant ride today. Keith Potts leads as they go into that second bend. Ricky Scarborough is out there on his 350 this time in second place. So exactly as I was saying, it was the Southeastern and the Eastern Centre. We're looking to see who it is from the Eastern Centre. Steve Carter, he's up there. Well, indeed, I can see that Alan Farmer is out there, number 16. So, well, the lap scorers have picked that one up because number 16 has come out in number 15. So let's look to see them as they come round, because I'm missing the front of the racing. It is number 50, Kevin Potts. Number 26 is Ricky Scarborough. Well, indeed, that is Alan Farmer that's fought his way through. This is a good ride from Alan Farmer. We weren't expecting to see him out there. Indeed, of course we were. If I look at the right race, I would get to see him right. Alan Farmer is meant to be out there before he said that. And indeed, we were expecting perhaps to see him at the front, but it's a checkered flag for Keith Potts. Alan Farmer comes in third. It was Ricky Scarborough that got second for the East Midland. Away we go then with race 33. We're staying with the 350s, of course, and as we go into that first bend, we'll be looking perhaps for Rob Fortune, although I can't make out where Rob is at the moment. Looking to see them come round. It is indeed Steve Carter that's got the lead. So, as I mentioned, looking down that list of riders, you can see that so they're really applying the pressure on the Eastern Centre. Good ride this from Steve Carter. Jason Hickman up in the second at the moment. Well, indeed, as I look, I can see that Rob Fortune is a long way back down the field. Is that problems for Rob Fortune? That indeed is going to disappoint the Eastern Centre. See Rob Fortune's definitely riding red. Let's not take it away from Steve Carter at the moment. He indeed is leading and leading well. And indeed, I'm looking to that far side because you can see exactly what Rob Fortune's doing. That is him on the far side. He's going to make sure that he comes round and gets a finishing place. But as the checkered flag goes, it's a good win for Steve Carter. Second place to Jason Hickman. Third place, I must have missed as they went by, but I was busy anxiously checking to see which centre it was that suffers the deficit of not having Rob Fortune finishing high up. It is, of course, the East Midland Centre. So, problems for them. It's putting a lot of pressure on Chris Pidcock for his third. Well, hanging on at the end of the day because there is a presentation of awards to take place. Lots of awards to be given out, and of course We don't know as yet who has been the victors in each class. Still a lot of racing to go though. It's race 34 in your programme, heat 9 of the 350s. This I think will conclude the 350 competition, and then we'll look to see who's going to go for this one. Remember, I reckoned it was between Midland and South Eastern. So if you look to see them coming round off that top end, who's it that's got the lead? It's 13-4 in your programme. Who is Mike Beaumont? So a good ride this from Mike Beaumont. He's under pressure from Martin Jacobs though as they go round the top, as you can see them going down that back straight. A good ride this from Mike Beaumont. I'm sure he's been teed up because he knows Midland might well be in with a chance. We look to see them come off that top end. It is indeed Martin Jacobs for the eastern centre that leads. Beaumont is still up there in second place. Phil Alderman in third place at the moment, so Phil riding again well for Cheshire. Watch to see whether they can come through. Looking to see Martin Jacobs going well in first. Phil Alderman still there in third place, trying to close the gap. Chris Pitcock getting in amongst the action as well. Phil Alderman starts to go for that second place, so he's putting Mike Beaumont under pressure as they disappear down that back straight. Beaumont still hangs on, but you can see Phil Alderman is determined to get through. It'll be the checker flag this time as they come round. It is Martin Jacob that takes it. Phil Alderman gets second, Mike Beaumont third. Finishing in fourth is Chris Pitcock. So, could the East Midlands still be in there with a fighting chance? 6-1. A non-starter, fifth and second. Well, we're back with the 1000cc sidecars, and we look to see what can happen in this one as they break into that first corner, looking for the amber and black of Ken Hickman. Of course, no one been advised. Phil Pittman, and that was a good start from Phil Pittman, but now Nevill Penfold is taken over. So Nevill Penfold has had a lot of problems this afternoon, but looks as if he's back in action again for the southeastern centre. It's not Cameron and Smith, it is Nevill Penfold and John Minton. But Leonard Ray Foreman getting in on the action as well. And that does indeed look to me as if it is Pete Dyer and you see the green flash of the southern centre strip, so it could be the southern centre that's got into second. That indeed could be good point scoring for the southern centre as Pete Dyer starts to get things organised and goes after Nevill Penfold. Leonard Ray Foreman still there in third place, but the question's got to be whether Pete Dyer can catch Nevill Penfold. But Neville's going to take a lot of catching. A great rider on three wheels, very experienced on the sidecar speedway. Just started doing. Around that pit bend goes Nevill Penfold as the last lap flag comes out. Pete Dyer losing him a little bit as they come past me. Leonard Ray Foreman still there comfortably in third place. And indeed a look for Phil Pittman and Justin Westerway who come in place of Ken Hicks and John Pinkett. And indeed as we come round by the pits there, you can see that Nevill Penfold and John Mittner make no mistakes this time. Both of them working hard on that machine. They take the checkered flag. Pete Dyer and passenger Tony Bemister this afternoon take second. Leonard Ray Foreman take third. D. Hammond of VAS Car Repairs, that's down in St Austell. Another sign that I saw on the way down here this morning, but I know that's not too far away. Dave Phillips and passenger, of course, Mike Barker. They go in this one for the Cornwall Centre. The Midland Centre is represented by Ivor Matthews and Mike Dowers, who today are having yet another good day. Number 60 is Mike Cameron, not Nevill Penfold. Indeed, it is Ivor Matthews that pressed the brake. That's Mike Cameron has dived into second place. Here, Paul Randall holding second at the moment. Pressure on. Looking anxiously for Roy Ken Spreadbury. That indeed is Roy Ken Spreadbury in third place at the moment, looking for the wide line to go around the outside of Mike Cameron. Indeed, getting there. They come through in the second place as they slot in front of Mike Cameron and Paul Randall. So a good ride that from Roy and Ken Spreadbury. They go down that back straight. Second place now and go after Ivor Matthews. Carl Ivor Matthews and Mike Dowes have looked very, very impressive this afternoon. They haven't been beaten yet this afternoon. They come round past me in what looks to be a very comfortable position. Roy and Ken Spreadbury have fought their way through in the second. Mike Cameron and Paul Randall are still there in third. Dave Phillips and Mike Barker still holding fourth at the moment. Look to that top corner, coming round from the pits. It is Ivor Matthews and Mike Dowd who are going to take the last lap flag in race 36. Roy and Ken Spreadbury still there in second, completely filling in Mike Cameron and Paul Randall with the dirt from their back wheel. Dave Phillips and Mike Barker still holding fourth. But pass away, not having to see them come round from that pit bend. The checkered flag will be there once again for Ivor Matthews and Mike Dowd. A brilliant performance from them this afternoon for the Midland Centre. Roy and Ken Spreadbury have had a good day as well. They finish in second for the Southern Centre. Mike Cameron and Paul Randall, that could be enough just to clinch it for the South Eastern Centre. Race 37, we move into the 500 class, and I know where the eyes are going to be for a lot of the crowd that's here this afternoon. Then looking to the red helmet of Gary Lobb. Is that him coming round the outside? Indeed it is. The long way round, and indeed he was given a hard time in that first bend. But as they get themselves sorted out, that is Peter Lloyd that's up there in second place at the moment, fighting on the inside of what looked to me to be Paul Hurry, but I can't see it. Indeed he is Paul Hurry, but my apologies, it was Will Ashcroft, not Peter Lloyd. And as I've checked that as they come past, Gary Lobb leads, Phil Ashcroft in second, Paul Hurry in third, Neil Scopes up into fourth. Well, indeed, Phil Ashcroft going after Gary Lobb, so is he going to break that unbeaten record that Gary Lobb has had this afternoon? That was a good challenge from Phil Ashcroft. It looks as if Gary Lobb has pulled it off. You can see he's gone wide once again. Phil Ashcroft follows him wide. Paul Hurry still up there in third place. Neil Scopes is still up there, and indeed you can see that, well, perhaps Gary Lobb got a bit frightened by that challenge from Phil Ashcroft, because he really has turned it on again. As you can see, he's streaking away from Phil Ashcroft. Again, he goes extremely wide, and he pulls it in inside the outside markers. Gary Lobb takes it. Phil Ashcroft second. Neil Scopes third. They need a change for that fourth place there. As you can see, Dave Plain came through, beat Paul Hurry in the fifth. Well, indeed, as I said, I thought he'd beaten him into fifth place. It looks as if Paul Hurry did indeed pack up on that last lap, so we hope that Paul will be pushing his machine over the finishing line for whatever points there are left in that race. It's not Darren Matthews that comes out in this one, it's Dean Garton. So, giving their reserve a ride, Dean Garton is going to show his colours in race 38. That's the only change that we're aware of. If there's any others as we go through, I'll obviously pick them up. But as we go underway with race 38, this one's sponsored by Dave Westaway. And indeed, as we look and see, we see Dean Garton. And as we look into that first corner, we've lost one rider. The rest of the riders are okay, so they keep going. It is indeed Dean Garton that leads. So what a rider replacement. Bring a replacement in, and indeed he goes out and does exactly what everybody else was doing. He leads race 38. A brilliant ride this. When you think the rest of the riders have been out there riding this circuit all afternoon, Dean Garton showing that he can turn it on as well. Looks over his shoulder, he's looking to see who it is that's behind him. Peter Lloyd is going after him, and Peter Lloyd looking to go for that inside. Alan Palmer back in third place, so Dean Garton is not exactly in friendly company, because he's got two very experienced riders just behind him. And it is, I've just noted that Stuart Williams has dropped in on that top corner. Good to see he's okay. Dean Garton it is, it goes past us. Peter Lloyd still there in second, Alan Palmer in third. Phil Alderman leading that group of riders in fourth at the moment. And as we watch them go round the top, Dean Garton, a brilliant ride is from him. Imagine what it's like coming out in the middle of a meeting, or dare I say the middle, it's almost the end of the meeting. A brilliant ride from him, a good tactical substitution by his manager. He's given all his team a ride. Peter Lloyd finishes in second, Alan Palmer finishes in third, and Phil Alderman finishing in fourth place. Replacement there, and a good decision from his team manager to give everyone a ride in the team. First place goes to him. Chris Piddock finished in 8th place. Peter Lloyd finished in second. Steve Dempsey finished in 5th. No result as yet for Stuart Williams. 3rd place for Alan Farmer. 7th place for Andy Brown. 6th place to Gary Hendrickson. And 4th place to Phil Alderman. So the last race of the day we move on to, and indeed you can see this Cornish centre, what a go out in style. Gary Lobb won his last ride. Dean Garton came in and won his only ride of the afternoon. As we go into the last race, it is indeed Will James is fighting every inch of the way to try and finish with a clean sheet, the same as indeed Gary Lobb did. As Will James has got into the front. Another rider that's coming, Tony Aikins for the Cheshire Centre, rides in 2nd place at the moment. Is the one who's giving Will James a real hard time. As we go into that top bend, you can see that Will James is riding brilliantly. He's up to exactly the same as Gary Lobb. This is good to see in their own centre. Tony Atkins in 2nd place at the moment, desperately trying to do everything he possibly can to get on terms with the flying Will James, but there's no taking it away from this Cornish 500 team. They've dominated this competition. Gary Lobb has 3 wins. Will James has done exactly the same. A brilliant ride from Will James. Tony Atkins finishing in a good 2nd, and a good scrap to the line there. Colin White just getting the best of it in 3rd place. Well, indeed, before I give you the results, that does indeed conclude the race programme for this afternoon, but there is, of course, the presentation to take place as soon as all the points have been worked out. I think there's going to be a few surprises, because it's presentations to the winners of each class, including the team managers, and indeed to the overall solos. They're still busily working away on that one, because that one is going to take a lot of sorting out. It's 250, 350, 500 results combined. But we'll make a start, as Tony very kindly said. Thanks for filling in a few moments there, Tony. We were giving some time for our young ladies. And of course, we can now move into what we're all here for, to find out who won. Well, I've been saying all afternoon it was a bit predictable in the 250s. It proved to be absolutely that. Some great fighting from all the other centres. But in the 250, it was that centre that have shown they really are the masters of this class. I'm talking, of course, of the Midland centre with team manager Norman Ticewell, Mark Wadsworth, Carl Wilkes and Graham Thomas. As I quickly move across to go to Norman, I want a quick word, because it wasn't the team we started with on paper. You had to haul Carl into the team. He's rode brilliantly for you, hasn't he?
He certainly has. Jason Stock broke his collarbone, not Grasstrack racing, on an enduro. So, of course, I had to pull Carl in, who was the ace trump, and he rode like a demon. So, I said to Mildred, there's a lady here, we nicknamed her Mildred on the gate, and it is. And I said to her, we're going to take something away. She said, no, you're not. I said, you what? We'll take something away from here. Anyway, thanks very much, all.
Well, thanks, Norman. I'm very much to present our 250 champions for this year, the Midland Centre, Mark Wadsworth, Carl Wilkes and Graham Thomas. Oh, the pictures have been taken. It moved us on nicely to the 350cc class. And this is one that I know must have been close on the points. I haven't got the actual points here, but it must have been very close. The original winners, consisting of Marley Jacobs, Steve Carter, Owen Palmer and Neil Scooton, is of course the Eastern Centre. And while the Eastern Centre are making their way across here, their team manager is of course Phil Fisher. Phil, if you'll join them as well. isn't it noticeable that everybody wants to get a quick getaway tonight? That they've all changed out their leathers, the vans are probably loaded as well, they're all anxious to get off somewhere. I think most of these riders you're going to see on the presentation platform today will actually be riding in a meeting somewhere in the country tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of racing going on up that 8:30, I think, on the way home. Perhaps I fancy bringing a few words to it if I possibly could, because the boys have written exceptionally well for you. And I know he is listening to you, really, but he doesn't want to turn around and face you, because Phil, when you came in this morning, did you think this one would be yours?
Well, we was confident, you know. The lads in the east done it once again, really, you know. We don't have patch of stars for this event, so much as we rely on our resources in strength and depth, and once again, that paid off.
Well, I think I totally agree with you. It was your strength in depth, and all four riders I'm looking at there put up a good performance this afternoon. Well done once again to Phil and the team from the Eaton Centre. Well, I sympathise with our ladies here. They're still trying to work out who in fact has won the overall solo Rose Bowl. There's a fabulous Rose Bowl here, won by many, many centres over the years. And it's going to be tight because there was something like 8 centres competing in all 3 of the solo classes. And indeed, it could be close in that competition. It means that we can move on to the 500cc class. And I think we might get a bit annoyed this time. Because it was a hard-fought event. There were some tremendous teams on paper, and I know all the press during the week said that a particular team that for once in their lives was going to be a local event for them. They normally do far more mileage than anybody else. I see them an awful lot as I'm travelling around the country. Tony, I'm sure, would agree with me that he sees them a lot at national and international, European meetings, etc. They thoroughly deserve this win. It normally eludes them when they're on their home ground, but indeed, winning the 500 championship this time, it is of course called the absolutely superb. It looked good on paper, it came good for you on the day. You must be pleased.
Oh, I must be pleased. I really am. There's a lot of work on this meeting from last Thursday. A lot of rain, and I was worried everything would be cut. But it has turned out very well. And the one man I really have to thank very much for all his hard work is Mervyn Caddy, our clerk of the course. You've not missed out.
Well, thanks, Dennis. I'll give you the Cornwall Centre, the winners of the 500cc competition. Needless to say, a very popular result. The sidecars. Well, we didn't have a 500cc sidecar event. A great shame, because of course the 500 boys do represent us internationally, racing in Germany, Holland, Denmark, and indeed I've heard that they're racing now in Switzerland and Sweden. So It's a shame that they weren't at the Intercentre. Perhaps we can hope to see them next year. It means that we're left with what we tend to call our traditional sidecar class in the UK. I much prefer the 1000cc sidecars. I'm glad that it keeps going. I think I make that quite obvious wherever I go. But I didn't expect to see them win it again, because they won it last year. They came down with a very strong team. They had a long way to travel. They made it worthwhile. The winners this year, once again as they were last year, team manager Hilton Woodrow, Robbie Wilson, Vince Jones, Mike Cameron, Paul Randall, Nevill Penfold, John Mitten and Jerry Adams, Sean Pitt. It is, of course, the South Eastern Centre.
Ah, Bob!
Yeah. All right, Bob. Well done, mate.
Oh, hang on. Hello there. Done it.
Well, the Tilton Collective trophy, indeed, the trophy is distributed amongst all the riders. I think it's worth mentioning that tomorrow these boys have got an equally hard time. Well, they're very proud of their sidecar racing in the southeast of England. I think we've got crews like you've seen there today. Tomorrow, they're all dashing back to the southeast. They're going down to the South Eastern Sidecar Association's meeting where they phone up a challenge to these international speedway riders. These are guys that have travelled from Australia, New Zealand, Denmark, etc. These guys are going to have a hard fight on their hands tomorrow. I wish them the very best of luck. But before we go, lads, Hilton, if we could have a quick word, because all the pressure must have been on your team. You won it last year, and therefore you're the defending team. Few changes before we got here today, and in fact a few changes on the day. But it all worked.
It'll work. I'd like to say thank you to the club for what they've done, especially all the officials who've been so friendly. We don't have to do a job like this. Sometimes I'm miserable when I'm part of the course, but I didn't find it also the riders say. Someone might say all the time. But honestly, it's been a pleasure to come all this way down here, not just to win it, but for our team to ride in the event. I've got to account for that later. But I really would like to say thank you to everybody who's taken part in organising it. You've done the Intercentre really proud. I really do mean that. And now I'm going to say thank you to the team. We've got the old coaches, old Mick and Rob Wilson. We've got two newcomers who've done really well. They've gone straight into it. We dropped them in straight in, and they went straight in and did their stuff. Thanks, team. Thanks very much. It's been a pleasure. Really has. Thank you. And thanks very much to everybody for coming. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Hilton. I think the group is a very proud team. They've got somebody to take back to their centre tomorrow for their meeting. They've got with us, as I say, compete with the International Speedway boys, and we wish them the very best of luck for that. It means, of course, that there is just one more trophy to be presented. Many people have said some very fine words when they've been up here this afternoon. I can only reiterate exactly what all of them have said. I think it has done in the sense of the world of good news this afternoon. It's been a brilliant meeting. I can remember riding it many, many years ago. I won't go into that too much, it's too many years ago. But the Intercentre has always been a fabulous event, and so should it continue. We hope the next year will be equally as good as this year, and let's build it on from here. One more trophy, as I say, that's the Rose Bowl that Tony's holding in front of him. It's been won by many, many centres. This is what the Intercentre was all about originally. It was an accumulation of your results, so it was a complete team effort. It's the points scored in the 250, 350 and 500. You couldn't just come here with one team and win one event. To win this Rose Bowl, you had to have a full team of 9 members competing in all 3 classes. It's hard to do. A lot of team managers will tell you if you spend 5 minutes with any one of them how hard it is to get a team here in the first place, let alone get a good, strong team here. And one team that we've got to say very many congratulations to this year, I think a lot of you might have guessed who it was, but winning the overall Rose Bowl is indeed the Eastern Centre, consisting of Harley Jacobs, the Carter and Farmer and Neil Stokes.
Well, of course, it's not just the 350 team, it's all of us, the 500 runners and the 250 runners. Just frantically look at the names up. Come on up, fellas, you know you were in the team. It's a tremendous overall team performance.
While we look at the channel, I do apologise for that, I should have had this organised. The Eastern Centre, of course, consisted in the 250s, Kevin Lancaster, Richard Smith, Stephen Syrett. The 350s I mentioned, Marty Jacobs, Steve Carter, Alan Palmer, Neil Stokes. The 500s was Colin White, Alan Palmer again, and Neil Stokes again, and Marty Jacobs. That indeed was a complete solo team. They put up a great performance. Nice to see Bill back up here again. Absolutely, hundreds of trophies given out. The overall winner is the Eastern Centre.
Over there, we are forcing.
To see it tomorrow then. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Can you do that programme for me?
Well, it is. A lot of the trophies are given out, and a lot of you are anxious to get away, so indeed I wish you a very, very safe journey home. We hope to see you at Grasstrack again very, very soon. Phil, you got the overall trophy as well?
Yes, in the team this year, there's Colin White, Steve Sarah, and Richard Smith, the new members, and they thought perhaps the 250 didn't do as well as perhaps they could have, but they weren't part of this. But I said, towards the overall, everybody is equal, and they won't the best they can, and for any manager can ask from the Smith that you're doing it for homework, you're picking up on it safely, and they reward you on the day, which they've done.
Well, I can only agree with that, Phil. They have done you proud. They've all ridden very, very hard. It takes a lot to actually achieve that Rose Bowl. Many, many congratulations to the whole of the centre. They're very proud.
Thank you very much. I would just like to say thank you to the BSSA for a good in the centre. Must be a record that one has ever finished just before 4 o'clock. We had so many protests especially, and that's a shame that we didn't have so many teams. I had to withdraw one late in the week because I couldn't get a third man. Some of that I know have got, birds at 6 Cornwall, it's a long way, but we've come for what we hopefully thought we'd get, hopefully 10 to we get it, but as I said earlier, we put on our strength we get.
Well, I totally agree with you, Phil, and as I say, many people have said some very kind words around the meeting. I can only back that up completely because I think obviously there's going to be a lot of people talking about this meeting. Tony, you've been involved with the Independent for many, many years.
Not quite as long as Jim, thank goodness, but long enough to thoroughly enjoy it. Thank you, BSSA, thank you, Cornwall, and heartiest congratulations from the Grasstrack and Speedway Committee for an excellent event. Jim's trying to rush in.
And ladies and gentlemen, may I call for a big hand for our commentator Jimmy? He did a wonderful job today.
Well, everybody associated with that. It's been a super day. Travel safely. We want to see you at the next Grasstrack. Well done again, Cornwall.